welcome. Here we are. Begin. My internet's been pretty spotty the past few days, so we'll see how this goes. But I will try either way. Hello. Days, so okay, it's working. Nice, very good. All right, oh man. Some days are better than others. Some days I just get very sad. I don't know if sad is the right word. Frustrated. I get extremely frustrated at times, and it's very hard. And my life is a struggle, to say the least. My life is I would say extremely bitter. Extremely bitter is fair. Yeah, it's rough. Okay, I struggle sometimes. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying. Also, I can kind of distract myself a little bit, solve some of these questions, and maybe get my mind off of some of the more bitter and frustrating things. Okay. There's a bookstore owner that has a store open for n minutes. Every minute, some number of customers enter the store. You are given an integer array customers of length n, where customers of I is the number of the customer that enters the store at the start of the ith minute, and all those customers leave after the end of that minute. On some minutes, the bookstore owner is grumpy. You are given a binary array grumpy, where grumpy of I is 1 if the bookstore owner is grumpy during the ith minute, and is 0 otherwise. When the bookstore owner is grumpy, the customers of that minute are not satisfied, otherwise they are satisfied. I'm pretty grumpy today. Pretty grumpy day today. As I said, very, very, very bitter things I've had to contend with. The bookstore owner knows a secret technique to keep themselves not grumpy for consecutive minutes, but can only use it once. Return the maximum number of customers that can be satisfied throughout the day. So customers 101.21175, grumpy 01.01.01 minutes 3. Bookstore owner keeps themselves not grumpy for the last 3 minutes. Maximum number of customers that can be satisfied. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 7 plus 5, 16. Okay, so the customer is there at that minute. Length of n, where customers of I is the number of the customer that enters the store at the start of the ith minute, and all those customers leave after the end of that minute. Speaking of bitter things, I have this thing going on with my neck that I can't figure out what's going on. I can't really address it. It really aches. It's very frustrating. I'm sure it has something to do with sitting at the computer all day. It must be. Which is another thing I'm kind of bitter about. It's because I've been have to split my time between studying and applying for interviews and sending emails and whatnot. Maybe I should set up my standing desk. Maybe that's what I should do, or just take a day off or something. I don't even know. I took kind of a day off yesterday, something of a day off, but not totally. Yeah, there's a lot of things I'm not happy about right now. It's hard to even fully appreciate how many things I'm angry about. Okay, so how many minutes is it? So they can. Oh, okay, for minutes, consecutive minutes, it says 3 minutes. Okay, so if 3 minutes, they could be not grumpy. So it's sort of, I guess these, sort of pick 3 minutes to be not grumpy. And what is grumpy? On some minutes they're grumpy, on some minutes they're not. Binary array grumpy. Grumpy of I is 1. The owner of grumpy is grumpy during the ith minute, 0 otherwise. So, okay, I think I understand. So, I mean, I guess you could ignore the ones where he's not grumpy, because that's not going to change. Just set those values to, well, not ignore them, but I guess handle those slightly differently. We'll come back to that. Customers advise the number of the customer that enters the store at the start of the minute and leave at the end of the minute. Okay, I see. I think I understand. So If they're not grumpy, they get a 1, right? So they'll be satisfied. 1 plus 1 plus, how does it go? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 0, 2, 4, 6. 0, 2, 4, 6. 0, 2, 4. That's 3 plus 7 is 10. And then they're saying the owner can, so that's what it's always going to be no matter what you pick. And the owner can make themselves not grumpy for the last 3 minutes. So you can flip these 1s to 0s and add a 1 and a 5. Okay, I think I understand. So it's, if you don't use this at all, normally it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, which gives you plus 1, 2, 3, 10, right? Normally it's 10. We're trying to increase that maximally, right, as much as possible. So yeah, I mean, you could do this left to right using a sum, and then just I think you do this in linear time. You just take the first 3, first we'll call it minutes number of elements, and add the ones that are not, or excuse me, the ones that have a 1. The ones that have a 1 there, add them, right? And then move to the next section. And if there's a 1 here, then you would subtract the element. And in fact, you don't even need to check if it's 0 or 1. You just multiply whatever grumpy is times whatever this element is. The same thing left to right. That's how you could, yeah, it's not too bad. This, I think, could be done relatively efficiently in linear time. I think that's the simplest way to do it. So yeah. Initially we set all the basically add all the values together initially. Well, no, it's only the ones that are it's only the ones that are, that's a little bit confusing. Yeah, the ones that are gee, how do you express this? The ones that are zeros are running total, and then we skip the 1s. So actually, we basically just toggle the grumpy value and do the same thing that I was just describing, and multiply the toggled value. That's confusing, but I think about it when I program it, it'll make a little more sense. I didn't really explain it too well. Give me a moment. Yeah, I'm like really down today, like really aggravated, frustrated. I think I was saying that the other day that it's kind of important for me to be a little more cognizant of sort of the emotional state of other people, and myself too, because when I get really frustrated, I have a tendency to be like kind of difficult to like. It's one of those things where it takes 2 to tango kind of a thing, right? So it's like, it's not totally my fault, but it's also, I'm not nearly as easy going when I'm aggravated or frustrated. I'm way more relaxed dealing with other people when I'm not aggravated, which is like kind of obvious, but it's just sort of what it is. And yeah, I'm like extremely irritated today. There's like a lot of things that are just, yeah, extremely irritating. I don't know what else to say. Okay, so let's say, all right, say results is going to be for each value I0, I is less than, say, int n is customers size, excuse me, increment I. We're going to say result is plus equals grumpy of I times customers of I. Okay, we'll start with that. Now what we want to do is say for I 0, I is less than, we're going to say M mins or something. M is fine. MS is maybe better, M minutes. We're going to have an initial value, so we're going to say current, and we're going to say current plus equals, now we're going to say not grumpy of I times customers of I. So this means that if grumpy, okay, best is going to be set to current initially, and now we can have another loop from I equals ms to I is less than n, increment I, and now we can say subtract current by not grumpy of I times customers of I. It's not I, it's I minus ms. And then we can increment as well, not grumpy of I times customers of I. Okay, yes. And after performing that, we're going to update best to the maximum of best and current. Okay, I realize it's a little bit involved here, but this is the basic idea. Hopefully it makes sense. I didn't really explain it, but it's kind of a little easier to program it than to explain it, I suppose. I don't really want to go through too many test cases. I kind of just want to get on to the next question. This is not too challenging, I think, of a question. Let's just put some random things here. Random data. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Put this at like 2, and then run that. Chat disconnected. Successfully connected. Yeah, my oh no. Yeah, my internet connection is pretty spotty today. It's very annoying. I don't like it. It's extremely spotty. I basically have to go figure out what's wrong. Same thing with my neck and my shoulder here. This is like extremely irritating. You can see me fidgeting around over here. Output 20 best. Okay, so this is wrong, my algorithm. All right. So these would be always added initially. 4, 7, 9, 6, 15, and then 1 and 5. I should get 20. Why does it say 13? What? Trying to minimize or maximize? What is going on? Oh, I think I did this wrong. Grumpy, I think it's a 1 when he's grumpy. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Okay. It's supposed to be the other way around. These ones are not grumpy, and these ones are grumpy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think I mixed it up. It's gotta be flipped the other way around. There we go. Okay. I think I checked it. Let's go the other way around. 10, 1, 8, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6, 5. And then 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And let's make this like 4. Okay. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna go for it, I think. I'm just gonna go for it. Could be wrong. I didn't really fuzz it too much. Okay, got it. Very good. Nice. Not the fastest solution, but reasonable. I mean, we got there pretty quick. That was 15 minutes, not too bad. Let's try it, submit it 5 more times, see if I can get a better. This is oh, there we go, 99.5. I was gonna say, yeah, it should be relatively fast. It's not too slow. I think one of the reasons I was thinking maybe it's slow because of the I'm thinking slow because there's multiplications involved, but I actually don't really know. I don't know if there's really what I should do exactly to speed this up. I'm sure there's a way to do it though. It's a clever thing you could do. Yeah, 2 passes is maybe not the best. You probably could do this with 1 pass. Possibly could do it with 1 pass. I'm not sure. This is probably the easiest way to think about it, though. It's reasonable. I mean, I got 99.5%. That's reasonable. All right, I'm gonna restart the stream with another problem. If you like the video, like it, like the channel, subscribe. Okay.